Hello, aspiring investors. Welcome to the fourth lesson of our course, Practical Guide to Cryptocurrency Investments. We've covered quite a bit so far, exploring what cryptocurrencies are, their history, and the revolutionary technology behind them, blockchain. Now, to become successful investors, we need to take it a step further and dive into the economic principles that influence this market. Today, I'll help you uncover some of the economic secrets of cryptocurrencies, touching on supply and demand, the influence of central banks, and even the fascinating game theory. Together, we'll expand our knowledge and enhance analytical skills, which are essential to standing out in the world of crypto investments. Let's start with the supply and demand of cryptocurrencies, a dynamic I like to compare to a market dance. Just like any other asset, the price of cryptocurrencies follows the laws of supply and demand. Supply refers to the quantity of a cryptocurrency available on the market. Some, like Bitcoin, have a limited supply, which can influence their long-term value. Others, however, may have controlled or even unlimited issuance, impacting the market differently. Demand, on the other hand, represents people's desire to acquire a certain cryptocurrency, and it can be influenced by various factors like news, adoption by companies, speculation, and overall market sentiment. Imagine supply and demand constantly in a dance. When demand for a cryptocurrency increases and supply remains the same or even decreases, prices tend to rise. Conversely, if demand decreases and supply increases, prices tend to fall. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for analyzing the market and spotting good investment opportunities. The more you understand this dance between supply and demand, the better prepared you'll be to make strategic decisions. Another important concept to understand is the difference between inflation and deflation, which affects the purchasing power of money. Inflation is the general increase in prices, which causes money to lose purchasing power over time. Fiat currencies, like the real or the dollar, are naturally subject to inflation because their issuance is controlled by governments and central banks. Deflation, in turn, is the opposite. It's a generalized drop in prices, which, in certain cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, can occur due to its limited supply and, of course, growing demand. The interesting thing is that cryptocurrencies deal with inflation and deflation in quite different ways. In Bitcoin's case, there's a limited supply and a predefined issuance schedule, making it potentially more resistant to inflation. Other cryptocurrencies have their own mechanisms to control supply and thus avoid excessive deflation. These concepts of inflation and deflation help to better understand the potential appreciation of each cryptocurrency, as well as the risks involved. Now, let's talk about decentralization and monetary control, a feature that truly distinguishes cryptocurrencies from fiat currencies. One of the most remarkable characteristics of cryptocurrencies is decentralization. Unlike traditional currencies, controlled by governments and central banks, cryptocurrencies operate on a distributed blockchain network, without a central authority. This decentralization gives individuals greater control over their finances, allowing transactions to be made without the need to trust intermediaries like banks. Moreover, this decentralization makes the system more resistant to censorship and less susceptible to manipulation by governments or institutions. This autonomy is one of the big draws for investors in the cryptocurrency world. It's also important to highlight that cryptocurrencies can serve two main functions in the economy. First, they can act as a store of value, similar to gold. In this sense, some cryptocurrencies, especially Bitcoin, are seen as a way to protect wealth from inflation and currency devaluation. Secondly, cryptocurrencies can also be used as a means of exchange, enabling fast, secure, and inexpensive payments and transfers without the need for intermediaries. Another interesting point to analyze is the role of central banks and monetary policy. With the emergence of cryptocurrencies, we're faced with a new scenario that challenges the traditional role of central banks. With decentralization, the power to create and manage money becomes more widely distributed. This raises questions about the impact of cryptocurrencies on monetary policy, economic stability, and even the role of governments in the future of finance. Finally, let's see how game theory can help us understand the behavior of cryptocurrency market participants. Game theory is a field of mathematics that studies strategic interactions between individuals or groups, and in the context of cryptocurrencies, It helps us understand the decisions of miners, investors, and developers. A classic example of game theory is the prisoner's dilemma, which shows how a lack of trust and cooperation can lead to negative outcomes for everyone involved. In the cryptocurrency market, this is reflected in situations like price manipulation or lack of consensus on network upgrades. On the other hand, we have coordination games, which show how collaboration among participants is essential for the success of a cryptocurrency. Mass adoption, for example, depends on everyone sharing a belief in the coin's value and utility. So, throughout this lesson, we've covered some of the main economic fundamentals shaping the world of cryptocurrencies. We've seen how supply and demand affect prices, how inflation and deflation manifest in this market, and how decentralization challenges the role of central banks. Additionally, we've learned a bit more about how game theory can be applied to understand the behavior of cryptocurrency market participants, emphasizing the importance of trust and cooperation. These insights are a solid foundation to start analyzing the cryptocurrency market with more clarity. Now, let's put these concepts into practice and apply them to understand investment opportunities. If you enjoyed this class and want to deepen your knowledge in the world of cryptocurrencies, don't miss the chance to sign up for our complete course practical guide to investing in cryptocurrencies, from zero to confidence in the digital market. The link to sign up is in the description. And remember to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. See you in the next class.